Welcome back. Laura has been at the Wedding Journal show all morning.
Laura, have we got you this time?
Hi, Anna. Indeed, you have. We've been having a great time so far this morning. Now, doors are about to open at midday, and the last-minute details are being put into place. So it's certainly very exciting down here. It's on today and tomorrow. I'll give you all those details later on. But for now, I want to welcome along Vivian Murray, owner of Rosewater Weddings. Hello there,
Hi,
Vivian.
Laura. How are you?
Thank you for joining us this morning.
No problem.
And you have such a beautiful exhibition stand here. Yeah. And I suppose you're in the business of interior design, and it's all about the atmosphere, and that's greatly helped at a wedding by interiors.
Yeah. Well, what we do basically is when you get your package with the hotels, normally they just give you a candelabra on the table, which is lovely. There's nothing wrong with that. But we're really for the bride who wants a little bit extra, and we add to that. Okay. So if she has a theme or whatever, we can add. We can still use the candelabra, but
And I suppose a lot of people are choosing to get married, in a different venues, not necessarily in a church, and then different venues, not necessarily in a hotel, and this is where you come in as well. Now, you do have 3 themes for us this morning, and the first of which is rustic.
Yes.
Talk us through this theme, and is it popular at the moment?
This rustic theme is huge at the moment, and we use this one a lot for marquee weddings and kind of outdoorsy weddings. Now, we can still use it in a hotel as well, or, a regular setting, but you have to bear in mind the function room of the hotel. I mean, if it's got a traditional big swirly carpet, you kind of, you have to be careful.
So you want your interior decor to complement the venue as opposed to clash with it.
Exactly, yeah.
So a lot of these little items here you'll find in homes around the country, the cute little candle holders, the little lanterns, and yet you've put it all together. It's a beautiful aesthetic, and you're using rich burgundies and greens. So I think that would lend itself to sort of a winter wedding.
Yes, that's very much a winter wedding, autumn kind of a theme. Christmas as well. We can add lots of maybe sparkle to that as well to make it more Christmassy,
Now, the one that caught my bridezilla eye, certainly was a few years ago, is this fabulous sort of design here. And this would be considered the classic approach, I suppose, to a wedding.
This would be the classic. And again, getting back to the carpet and the function rooms, you can't ignore them, right? This is a very neutral theme, and it's also very classical, and it's a lot more simple as well for the bride who may not want, it to be too much. Now, I know it looks there's lots going on there because it's all in a tight space.
Oh, yeah, you'd be breaking it down, though,
you'd be breaking it down, exactly. And
I suppose what would be most popular here? Is it just the mirrored effect, or is it just all white and green? It makes something very fresh.
Well, it's all it's all white and green there, but we can add little touches of blush if you wanted to. Because everyone is following these bloggers now, so Sumi, her look was all this cream, and she had little touches, very little simple touches of blush pink in with it. So
it's very soft and very high end, very high glamour.
Yes, exactly.
And Vivian, behind us here we have what you would consider to be the most popular theme of 2017.
Yeah, this is our vintage look, and this is still the most popular look. Brides just love it, and I have to say myself, in a function room it does look amazing, so just to give you an idea.
Are they bird cages or sort of?
Yeah, so they'd be typical centerpieces for your table. So we do all the tables different. So we might have a few with the tall candelabra, we might have some with the wine glass, and then we might have some with the bird cages, and then we add lots of candles. Now we can also add in fresh flowers as well, and fresh greenery, but we use high-end silk flowers, and that way we can give the bride loads more flowers than she would normally have because they're so expensive.
And do you find that, Vivian, there's an awful lot of pressure on couples to get married to have the perfect decor and the perfect table, because all this is absolutely beautiful, and you do hear stories about brides and grooms when they first get engaged sort of picking up little teacups at vintage antique fairs and stuff for the year or two before they actually get hitched.
Well, that's what goes on all the time, and if you add it all up at the end of the week, they've spent a fortune. So we come and do it for you instead.
And you know what, Vivian, you're taking the pressure and the stress out of it as well,
Exactly.
I mean, if you're willing to spend the money, you look after everything.
Well, that's it. You don't want to be running over to the hotel the morning of your wedding, and, it takes us hours to do a room.
It does. Couldn't go get married then, Vivian. You'd be exhausted. Well, look, lovely of you to join us this morning, and thank you very much for showing us all these fabulous pieces.
No problem.
We're going to take a short break now. See you in a few minutes.